Hooray! Today is harvesting day. As you can see, we just today is harvesting day. Um, we just stocked this fish about 3.5 months, and we are harvesting them. So I'm going to give you updates of how everything is going, how what we have invested in, how much it has cost to raise them. So I'll give you every update. Mm. So, so you can just have it. So we are measuring them. Or we should get a bigger bowl. No, they want to do regular. So let's be picking small. Yeah, let's be picking small. So this 15.8, right? 15.8 kg. So 15.8, right? So 15.8. So yeah, yeah, it's 15.8. I thought 8. Have you added water? We are not going to. They are not going to build the water. Okay. But it will affect them. What's a phone magazine? So the gelatin. I don't know what is inside the gelatin. But there's something that can keep them. The guy who's bringing his fish, for him, they're not even. So let's see what is in the pond. Yes. See inside the pond. Yeah. So like I said, we just stop this fingerlings about less than 4 months ago. Hey, yeah, let's be picking small. The container is smaller than this. We still have even this one, sir. So let's be picking small. So we are measuring another batch. 15.3 kg. Okay. So 15.3. So at the end of this, it will give you updates on how much we have invested in, how much we have got. I think this one is okay. That's why we change another. No, hey, if the water is added, won't they overflow it? So I think so you can just hold them. So we measure these ones, those that are still here. Then we come for the one you are holding there, scooping it. So at any rate, I'm going to give you full updates. Yeah, this big one. It's okay. It's okay. So we are scaling this. That's 14.05. So 14.05. So that's 14 kg. This one it wasn't added. Okay. So have you written that already? So it's okay. Just leave it. At the end, we just add everything. So this 14 point single scale. One is it 86, 85, right?
It will still. As I'm back, will be enjoyed. So I was up about
So you will never be stable. Yes. Mm. Sorry, the one bringing the water. Can't he bring big? Or he's not bringing from home?
No, they're not always right now. 14 point. 14 no no. 14 point.
So it's
4.
14.95.
40.
40. Okay. I think so. At all of this, I will give you updates on how much it has cost. Now, so yes. This is how we are going to transport them. So I'll give you updates on how far. Yes. I just want to fetch water to add it to the harvested fish. I want to transport them alive. So, hey, I told you that if the water is added, they will come out. So, if you want to transfer them life, you need water to keep them. So, that's some measure. Let's see how many we still have in the pond. Yes. Oh, we are almost done. We are almost done. We are almost done. So, we scale to see. So, he's adding the fish. He's adding the fish for easy transportation. So, all those jumping down, we'll collect them in, and that will be fine. Yes. So, we have water added in these black jerry cans or containers for easy transportation. Usually, if the fish are more and then you want to transport them in more, you need a bigger container to be able to do that. Yes. So, like I said, keep watching. Why? Why are you afraid of them? Just hold it. So, as you can see, in fact, keep watching. I'm going to update you in terms of the costs involved. You just have this at the backyard. Take note. If you have watched my previous video where I talk about essential equipment for fish farming, I mentioned scale. In fact, today we look for several scales and we didn't work. We even got here, they were here once. I was still looking for scale to be able to scale the fish. So if the farmer had the scale already, that wouldn't be a problem. So first of all, you need to have your scale ready. Second, don't feed them in the day, especially if you're going to harvest them in the morning. That morning, don't feed them because if you feed them and they are stressed, and then when they are stressed, you want to harvest them, it becomes problem. So, the best thing to do is to at least don't feed them that day. Do if it's then well, and you also need to drain your water to the bottom level, depending on how you want to harvest. If you want to do complete harvest, that is harvest everything, then just drain all the water out. That's easy. But if you don't want to harvest everything, just drain it to the minimum level. Leave something small for them at least to be surviving in. Then you select those that you select and leave others to continue. But if you just want to do compare harvest, then it's good you actually just drain the water complete and then remove them. It is also good to harvest a fish in the morning or late evening so that you don't stress them so much. If the sun is excessive, that can uh, harm them. So, like I told you, keep watching. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you how much fish we sold, how much money we spent into it, and everything that you need to know so that when you are starting, you know where you're starting, where you're ending. So now, hey, isn't all your containers are occupied? So a sack. Ah, that means that how do you get water in the sacks, or you keep them dead? The sack there is no. You keep them dead, eh? This one will heat. Okay. Okay. Their containers fill up the complete container, so they say they keep them in sacks. This means that for the sacks, they can put water inside. So by the time you get there, it's their destination. They're likely to lose them, or most of them. Can they enter again? So we are still loading. The containers are smaller. I told you the upper layers of the container. You see they're overflowing down. It's full. It's filled. It's full. They're filling down. So it's okay. So we put them in the sacks. Oh, if the sacks were having rubbers, because I mean you can put water inside. So we are putting some in the polythene bags. Yes, because yes, I feel that. It's as easy as that. Oh. Then so akakuta bika because they are shaking, it's falling. This putting them here is not ideal, but anyway, we are going to kill them when they get there and process them. So different one. So now, that's okay. That's okay. Now call the other guy. Now call him and see how far. Doing our statistics. Doing our statistics. You see. So yeah. So how many kgs are that? 158 kg, 175. Yes, so these are the total kgs. So we just multiply that by 40. Yeah, so initially they were rejected the small ones. So we just pleaded, they accepted them. So if you add everything, that's now 100 and that's now 161 kg. 0.75. 161.75 kg. So this is going to be the total kg that we harvested in this small pond. And like I said, the pond is just this small cubicles. In the normal calculation, the capacity was supposed to hold 700 fishes, but the person stocked 1,000, though some died. That was purely of a stock. But because we didn't raise them to 1 kg, they were not affected, and they were also growing because of recycled aquaculture system. Otherwise, that was, and they have grown faster. Because less than 4 months, some of them hit 800 grams, almost 1 kg. So if not because of the rats, they won't grow that easier. So consider installing the rats at your farm. I'll still give you more breakdown. They are sorting them. They are of different sizes. So sorting small ones from big ones. Yes. So they are sorting them because they are different sizes. So yeah, that's what they do. Yes, so ready to transport the fish. So those in the bags, those in the cans have entered the yellow already. Then those in the sacks is also carrying them too as well. So going to transport them. So load them into, we call this yellow. Some places they call them keke. So you load them to this tricycle. So this is the Jalkan ones. So that's how we transport fish. So this is harvesting day. If you have watched the video so far, I thank you so much. Congratulations. It means that you really care about fish farming and the outcome. So the paper that you have seen me holding, that's the statistics that I have in there. And now I'm going to break you down. I'm going to take you through the breakdown of how much fish you have sold as we just harvested, and then how much money we have spent into that. I will give you the net profit, and then we will see whether it worth it or not. So briefly, we have harvested 161.75 kg. Now, and we have made an amount of 6,470 Ghana cedis with this small backyard farm. I'll also explain details for you. Now let's look at this. This pond, he stocked 1,000 fingerlings, though it was overstocking. I told him earlier. The purpose of this pond, or the size is 700 maximum. But he stocked 1,000 with the belief that when they grow, you pick up some and leave the rest to grow so that they will get more space. Fortunately or unfortunately, these fish are sold out prematurely. I said they are sold out prematurely because they have not reached 1 kg. And 1 kg is the average weight most buyers need, or we raise the fish to. So the thing is that, or the good news is that the fish have grown faster than normal, very faster. Less than 4 months, it's just 3 months and few days. And some of them were weighing up to 800 grams, though majority were lower and some were even smaller. But I told him if he did not overstock them, by now most of them will have reached 1 kg because he has given them more time and more resources. So because of this, and we have experienced 66 mortality per our records, even though sometimes there are some that will die and you'll never see them, especially those that are lost through cannibalism, where they have been eaten completely. Because of that, we have lost 66. So we can say about even about let's say 6 to 7% mortality rate, right? I've not calculated that, but obviously less than 10% mortality. He has able to achieve this because we have guided him, and he also has recycled aquaculture system, and that has even made him to be able to raise that overcrowded fish to that size within 3 months. Yes. Now, I'll give you the breakdown. Stock 1,000 fingerlings. So 1,000 fingerlings and one is the 50 pesos, meaning in terms of fingerlings, it costs 1,500. We stock them here. Feed, he used 8 bags in total, and averagely each one costs 330 Ghana cedis. And that 8 bags costs 2,640 Ghana cedis. Now, then water and electricity costing 300 Ghana cedis. It costs less because the recycle aquaculture system doesn't change the water frequency. Now, at the pumps, that also consumes less power. So, with all this, total expenditure is 4,440 Ghana cedis. That total expenditure. And now, we've harvested 161.75 kg, and they bought 1 kg for 40 cedis. Usually it's 50 cedis. But because we wanted to sell them out, we didn't get those who will buy 50 cedis in bulk. These buyers, they wanted to buy in bulk, but they proposed 40 Ghana cedis. Even though we bargained and we accepted later. So 40 Ghana cedis per kilo. Now, if you multiply 161.75 kg, we had 6,470 Ghana cedis. And that's the total amount of money that we realized from the sale of fish. Now, the total expenditure is 4,440 Ghana cedis. Now, total income is 6,470 Ghana cedis. Now, if you take the difference, you have profit of 2,030 Ghana cedis. So this is the profit that we made within 3 months. Now, does it worth it or not? We are taking care of this farm ourselves. So if we were to hire someone or have a neighbor, possible there will be more expenditure, and that the profit margin will have been very low. It's even very low, but it's worth it. Now, the takeaway. My takeaway is that with this amount and this profit, we could do better. We could do better because if we didn't overcrowd the fish, and possible we didn't also sell them earlier. Let's say 4 months, 5 months, they weigh up to 1 kg. Now, let's assume we even lost 100 fish, and we have about that 100 fish left, and each will be 1 kg. That will be 900 kilograms. Imagine how much we make. Even though the expenditure will have been also high because we will also buy more feed, more water, and more electricity. But obviously, it will have been higher. What we could also have done better is that we have not sorted this fish throughout because it's just one pond. That's why we're finding tiny ones and grown ones. Actually, we're able to do sorting. And we have bigger symbols and we sort them and they grow very well. We could also have made a lot of profit from that. I don't blame him because he doesn't have much experience. I even guided him till now. And this is the first commercial harvest. As a first commercial harvest, he has harvested before. But what happened was that it was just for household consumption. But the journey he started somewhere. Having the passion to start fish farming, he constructed this concrete pond in this cubicle, this small corner. He didn't do it well. He didn't cure it well. No flotation because of lack of experience. He stock 700 fish fingerlings and they all died. He stock another 700, they all died. Within this, then a friend of his who knows me recommended him to me and gave my contact to him. And he contacted me. We came down here with my team. We inspected the farm and then we reconstructed everything and we cured the farm. And more importantly, we provided him with the circular aquaculture system. And then he started. The first, he stocked few fish and he grew them few months and he harvested the house consumed. The house was just consumed for till that fish finished. Then we stock this 1,000. When he was talking, I told him that he shouldn't stock above 700. I said, oh, he should stock 1,000. Then later he can take some and sell, and then he can allow those ones to grow. So along the way, we have not grown them to the state that we want them, and we needed money and other factors. So we had to sell it out. And we just sold it out, and the profit margin is somewhere 2,000 Ghana cedis within 3 months. So let's see, does it worth it? Let's ask ourselves, what kind of venture we can put in within 3 months and get 2,000 plus profit. Let's see. Um, if you watch the farmer, I had an interview with him prior to this harvesting day, and he made mention that for him, he thinks that investing here is better than putting your money in bank, expecting uh, the money to increase interest or whatever you call it as a form of investment. He thinks this is fine, and obviously I can see, but what we have gained, it is actually fine.
This is Ibrahim from the Well Farms. So in this short video, I'm going to talk about some two benefits of raising fish at the backyard. So one of the benefits of raising fish at the backyard is that's food security. This one, you know how the fish is being raised for your own personal consumption. You know how the fish is being raised and the protein content of it, which helps to boost the human immune system and other stuffs. So aside the food security, fish also serve as pets to you, of which you can derive your pleasure from. Because sometimes here, when you come and you are feeling bored, the way they feed, their movement, the way they swim inside and other stuffs, that one alone, it makes with that one you can derive pleasure from it. So as I was saying, you can keep them as pets, serve as pets to you as a human. So you can derive your pleasure from it. The way you feed them and the way they consume the feed and the way they swim inside. And also when you are changing the water, other stuff, it also gives you the education. So the third one is also profit making. That's source of income. Profit making as I was talking about. So this one helps you to also generate income. It helps you to generate income in such a way that when so you begin to make profit when you're able to harvest. So during harvesting time that you make profit, it doesn't give you immediate cash, but it's a nice investment that someone can invest the money into. It's just like you sending your money to the bank and other this. You can equally put your money into this within 3 to 4 months, maximum of 5 months. The income you are going to get in. I can even encourage you to even leave the banking system and come to this. And because the amount of money you're going to generate, if you analyze it well, if you go and keep your money in there, depend on the kind of account you go and open for yourself. But if you do this one within some short period of time, you're able to generate income to take out your profit, then the capital of which you can reinvest into it.
So you can also do same or do better through guidance, mentorship, and right consultancy. That is why we are available for you. We can help you, we can guide you, turn your small backyard to money machine. I have a video on that. Now, he has just harvested for the first time. I've, I've just we just done that with him, and we have just had a discussion. We have seen the ups and downs, the mistakes, and we correct them. And obviously, subsequent ones we're going to do better. That's how business is. When you start first, you learn from your mistakes, and you grow and will scale up. So thank you so much for watching. If you don't subscribe to the channel, please do so. And the flotation addition system, if you want to learn how to do it yourself, we have a complete course. What we have is step-by-step guide, practical, where you can learn it yourself. You can enroll in that course, the link is in the description, or you can contact us, we'll make the course available for you. Then you can learn it yourself. And if you want us to come and install it in your farm, where you will not have constant water change, and that also help your fish to grow. Like I told you, the 1,000 that he stock, and that was too much for the pond. If he wasn't having the flotation aeration system helping him, the fish wouldn't grow this. And he would have even had to change the water all the time. And imagine how much it would have cost him. So this is just a small backyard. Thank you so much. And please, and a big please, whether that for guidance to start your fish farm and you shall be successful. Please like, comment, and share this video.